Hey folks, how y'all doing? Reporting here from Fairfield, where we just had a small earthquake. Anything can happen. Yes, Media Blasters survives. Let's see, floods, plagues, pestilence. We're waiting for, more pests, meaning like the locust, but I don't think the locust, if we haven't gone down yet, uh, you know, I don't think the locust will take us down either. But the earthquake was fun. It was definitely, you felt it. I mean, I'm surprised there was no reporting on this like earlier that there was a possibility or anything, but it did happen. And I don't know if Jersey gets many earthquakes. This is kind of unusual. But back to our world. As far as, here in Fairfield, we've been working on a lot of stuff. As you know, I've been talking about, and I did post a clip on Fudoh. Justin, who's been doing all the work on Fudoh, he actually even gave me another one today on the effects. It looks great, as far as all the work. I'm going to reinsert the stuff that, so you can see the difference. The colors, I mean, like I said, over here just look amazing. So, in terms of, the restoration work that we're doing, all that kind of stuff, I think it really looks really good. Compared to the original DVD, it's like night and day. So we're working on that, getting that done. Then the other thing, like I said, he just gave me today, I'm going to look at it right now, is you have the stuff on the effects. Excuse the... And you see the difference. Like you'll see where, you see the cigarette burns, you'll see a lot of, a lot of scratches, a lot of stuff like that. You can see the difference in terms of what he did to clean it up. I mean, there's a lot of little things that we have to do to make it the best it can be. There's, the film elements, you work with what they give you and the best they have. This is the best they have. We actually had to composite it from several different sources. And in the end, I believe Mike-san will be reviewing it, making sure it's okay. And because this is why it's taking a long time, just to make sure that it has everything. But I gotta tell you, I mean, Fudoh is one of my favorite films, as I've been saying for a long time. And I'm really looking forward to release, and I'm gonna actually have it for myself. And I don't do that too often with a lot of our stuff, I'll be honest with you. Other than that, I'm going to post the same thing. Justin actually did something on Do Megalopolis, the animation, which we released about 2-3 years ago. There have been people complaining about, someone complained about the framing. We did side by side to the A Division, the old release that they did. We did it to even the Streamline. They're the exact same. The other thing too is just keep in mind, these materials that we're getting, we're not doing the transfers. We're not doing the work on them. Some of them, like Fudoh, is kind of the exception, where they will give us the actual materials, we will have the film elements, we will have that, and we can do the transfers, we can do all the work to it. Most of the time in Japan, they're going to do the film transfer, and they're going to do some cleaning, some stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, they do a much better job than a lot of places. Than a lot of other parts of the, than we're going to be able to do here, to be honest. But they're very expensive. So in the case of Do Megalopolis, I've said this before and I'll say it again. We got the elements from Toei. Toei, they are the producers on actually the live action, both movies and the animation. And basically the way it was, no film transfer was done as of that time. So they told us we licensed it. It wasn't cheap. But then they had these 3 grades of film transfer. The truth is the one that people probably would have said, oh my God, the most amazing thing, that was the one that was like, I'll be honest, the transfer cost 3 times as much as the license, maybe even more. And the thing is just we could not really be able to do that. It just would have made no sense for us. These films we're releasing, some of them are, kind of collector titles that do pretty well. In today's market, if you're doing a few thousand of anything, that's pretty amazing. So in Do Megalopolis, what we tried to do is we did the middle of the road one. They did the transfer. As far as it being an up-res, my understanding, again, I'm in not Japan looking at them make the transfer, but we did pay for a transfer. They did supply us with the stuff. So they don't gonna lie to me and say, no, we didn't upres. No, it was a film transfer, and that's the way it is. If, they did, I can't really speak to that, but I don't think they did. I've been dealing with Toei forever. So that's the film transfer we got, and that's what was supplied. There was no work, in a sense, done to it. We didn't clean it, we didn't reframe it, we didn't do anything. We just basically took it, we added the dubs to it, we added the subs to it, we put liner notes on it, we had all the extras of, going around Tokyo, all those things you saw, and gave it the best release we could. So, that's really an Undoomed, but Justin actually did show the difference in the color, the difference in, what the framing is on each one of them, so you can see it. I'll post that next week, and you guys can check it out. Other than that, right now, we do have Teachers Carnell courses that is in replication. That's going pretty well, so we did ship, and I know people have been ordering, which we're really happy about. I don't like at all Big Brother. I don't like my Big Brother at all. And there seems to be like 3 different names. The manga has one, we have another one, but whatever. I think you know the title. So that's what we're doing. That one's doing pretty well. And we've begun work on Chubra. The Chubra dub, the Chubra, is getting in motion. Don't expect it like tomorrow. That's a lot of episodes. It's a big project for us. So just, hang tight and see that. And yes, more materials are coming. We'll have more stuff we'll be announcing soon. We're settling in here in Fairfield. And as we get the info, we'll be feeding it to you guys. Otherwise, you guys have a great weekend. And ending off with a little Friday thoughts. Funimation, yes. The funny thing is, yes, they posted on Twitter, which I think is kind of funny. Media Blasters, the branding has lasted longer than Funimation. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that, I'll be honest with you. I am happy that, yes, we're fitter and we're able to do things. And, I kind of make fun of it. I don't do CrossFit, even though I try to sometimes with my weightlifting. But the thing is that, yes, we have, because we're, the thing about it, I'm not going to say it like to say they're not, everything became corporate and more corporate. We have more of a fan mentality, I guess you would call it, even though I wouldn't say I'm the kind of guy who watches anime every day or anything, but I would use the word grassroots. Media Blasters has always been grassroots. That's why everyone knows us from the conventions. Everyone knows us that way. So we've always had that grassroots feel. We've always been involved with the fans. So it's kind of, this is what we're going to do until we're done. I don't see another career in my lifetime. So I think this is it. This in the gym is pretty much my life and my family. So, that's the way it goes. I would say, guys, it's not good what's happened to the U.S. market. I mean, that's how I'll end this. I think having a monopoly of one company pretty much doing, 90-something%. And let's face it right now, all the new stuff is pretty much going to go through Crunchyroll, except for once in a while, I'm sure Sentai will do something. But the thing about it is that new anime, people are not going to buy on home video to start with. They're going to stream it first. They're going to watch it there, and then they may or may not buy something that comes out later. That's kind of makes sense at this point. I don't blame fans for not just buying any anime that just gets thrown up there. So what's going to happen is that pretty much if you want to watch anime, you're going to have to go to Crunchyroll for the new stuff. The older stuff, guys like Discotech, myself, the adult stuff are, you'll have a few other players you can pick from. But the truth is, as far as anything new or anything whatever, you're going to have to go to Crunchy. And I don't think that's great for the fans. I think it's better to have a little bit more diversity, a little bit more choice. But, that's the way the market happened. I kind of thought it would, given what the internet and streaming did. I don't think streaming ever lived up to the hype. And this is where we are. So that's my feelings. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and enjoy yourselves. Take care.